Hello, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss a process through which we can create a table from sqlrpgle program using date and time related columns. Okay, so for that I have already created one program, so I will show you that. So as usual, firstly we are declaring one constant variable. You can see there is one constant sql state underscore valid. So this constant we are going to use for validating whether the query executed successfully or not. Okay, so for now we have initialized it with 5 times zeros. Okay, now below to this we are executing the query. So to execute the query in SQL rpgle or embedded SQL, you need to write this command exec sql. Then I'm writing the query like this: create or replace table. My table name is Sharmit event detail. So if you want to specify your library also, then you can specify like this. Okay, create or replace table Sharmit1 slash event detail. Below to this we are declaring the columns. So my column name is event data. The data type for this column is date. Event time, data type is time. Event timestamp, data type is timestamp. And event timestamp fractional, which is timestamp with 5. So I will tell you the exact difference between these two, timestamp and fractional timestamp. And then we are closing this query and terminating it with semicolon. Now below to this we are checking this SQL state. So we are using if SQL state is SQL state underscore valid, it means the query executed successfully. But in case of table, when we create the table and we are not doing any journaling, so that's why it will give always this code, which is 01567, table created but not journaled. Okay, so if SQL state is valid, then we will print the message table created successfully. If it is not, then it will check for this code. If it is 01567, then we will print the message table created but not journaled. Else, if other than this any code is returned by this SQL state, then we will check. We will display that SQL state using dsply command, and we will print the message query ended with an error, and end if star in equals star on. So this is quite simple program. Here we are just using the different data types related to time and date. So let's compile this and see the output. Compiled successfully. Now I'm calling this. So table created but not journaled. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you, like if you haven't covered the previous session, then I will tell you like how we can get this SQL state. So once you execute any query in debug mode, after execution, let's say if this line is processed, then here you can on debug mode you can check the value for SQL state, and whatever the value it is returning, you can find it will return this value if your query is executed successfully. Otherwise, whatever the number you are getting from there, you can check over the internet what is the meaning of that query, and then accordingly you can take the decisions. Fine, so table is created. Now we can call this table created but not journal. Message is coming. So now we will go and hit the command strsql. Now I will go with command select query select star from Sharmit1 slash event detail 1. So you can see table is created, and this is an empty table. So if I take F9 F4, then you can see for fields I will take F4 again. So first field is event data, second is event time, then third is timestamp, and fourth is also timestamp but fractional timestamp. I will tell you the difference between this. So now what we will do, we will insert some data to it. So I have already created one query, so I will reuse that. So yeah, so this is the query: insert into Sharmit1 slash event detail 1 values. So instead of inserting the date and time manually, I am taking the current value from the system. So I'm using this keyword current date, current time, current timestamp, and current timestamp with 1. So what this one means? It means whenever it shows the timestamp, it will show only one up to 1 decimal position. Okay, I will show you. I will hit this query. One row is inserted. Now we will see the data. So rerun the query. Select star from Sharmit1 slash event detail 1. So you can see event date is there, event time is there, event timestamp is there. So if you observe properly, then in timestamp you can see 858148, but in fractional timestamp it is only 8 and remaining is 0. So that's how we can change the fractional timestamp. So I have passed the decimal position as 1, so it's showing only 8. Similarly, we will run the query again, but this time we will pass it as, let's say, 3. Insert it. Now I will show you the data. So you can see this time it is showing 3 decimal position, 477. So this is the only difference between timestamp and fractional timestamp. So if there is any requirement where you want to fetch only one decimal position, then you can use this fractional timestamp. Syntax is almost same, but just we are providing this extra value so that timestamp can consider that it should show only 3 decimal positions. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.